Hey, I did some unicorn nails that I want to show you guys that you can do at home yourself. I need to tell you what is on the screen. So I use the tips from Nail Supply Glamour, and I just like today got the jewels powders. So I use those instead of the powders I actually used on my nails. Um, I do have these on my nails. I was gonna record me doing my nails, but I was in a hurry, so I didn't get to do it, but I have this little hand from Amazon and I can show you there. Um, but I use the Nail Supply Glamour tips, the short stiletto tips, and I will say that you need to like shape them up. So when you put them on, you'll know what I'm talking about. You have to shape them up to be more stiletto-y, more pointy, or if you want like an almond shape, that's cool too. But I got the Jewels powders. I got Smoothie is the pink one, and Orchid is the purple one. And they gave me a cute little gift, and it was perfect for this look. I didn't use it on my nails, of course, because I just got them, but little unicorn heads. um, so what else did I show? I don't know, I'm way behind. So doing your nails at home. I've been doing my own nails about a year now, and it's so much fun. I practice like every day. That's the key, is to practice. And that brush I'm gonna show you in a little bit, but it's from Zulay, and it's number 16, but it's really not big at all. Their brushes run pretty small, and I think the 16 is the biggest one they have. And oh my gosh, I probably sound terrible. Sorry. And me trying to work with this hand, it's just weird. I don't know, but I'll do a video doing my own nails, so you kind of get the whole gist, because you have to, in the background there, I'm trifling, I left the daggum drill in the background, whatever. The background, you can see my drill. That's a Melody Susie portable drill, and it has a little sanding bit because I do remove the shine on the little tips just so that the tips will stick better. But of course, when you're practicing, do all the steps on your practice hand or practice finger or whatever you're practicing on. Do all the steps so that you'll remember. But I am putting a layer of clear. Actually, this isn't really clear. It's called natural. I'm not gonna tell you what it is because I'm not gonna recommend it. It was from some website. And I think it has MMA in it, which isn't good for your nails, so I just practice with it. But when you do your nails, use a layer of clear that helps with lifting, as well as when you do your color change, you'll have that clear on the bottom. You can just file away the color. And on this nail, I'm going to do kind of like an ombre. I'm sorry if you can't see some of what I'm doing. I tried. If it wasn't me shaking the little stand, it was me out of frame. But I'm using that smoothie color, and I'm just putting it like at the cuticle, and then once I get the cuticle good, I kind of like drag it down. But I'm kind of dragging it down so that, because I'm gonna put glitter on the bottom. Oh, there, I show you the brush I'm using. It's a number 16 by Zulay, and I sped up the video so you probably can't see it. But I really do like this brush. It's kind of small, especially if I do long nails. It's a little bit too small, but if you're just learning to do your own nails, I would say, oh, and I should say that the liquid I'm using is actually Odorless Monomer, so it's more, like, it dries really slow. So I do have a big brush, but I wouldn't recommend a really big brush with this, just because it holds too much liquid and it'll be all over the place. And I use odorless because I live with other people, and they don't like the smell of nail liquid. I love the smell of it. It's probably not good for you, but I love the smell of it. But you know, especially if you're just in a room, it's not good to just be smelling it like that. So odorless, it has a smell. It's not completely odorless, but it has a little bit of a smell. And the one I use is from Nail Supply Glamour also. their odorless one. My favorite one is called Sherry, or Cherry is Cheri, but it is so hard to find. So the first finger, so I'm doing all of the pink first. So the first finger, did a little bit of ombre, left a little bit of clear at the bottom, and then the what finger is that? The middle and the ring finger, I'm just putting it like kind of splotchy, or blending it kind of. Does that make sense? I don't want to say splotchy. That sounds bad, but I'm just putting it because I'm gonna add other colors to it, because we're gonna do a unicorn nail, which is where you drill in the lines like a unicorn horn. And the other one we're gonna encapsulate like a little piece of foil stuff, so you're not really gonna see the colors right off. That's also why I have that teal there, the Vanessa by Glam and Glitz, because I don't know, it was just the pink and purple. I mean, it'll be cute on its own, but I wanted something to like break it up. Like, I didn't want just pink and purple. So you don't have to put the teal in there. I just wanted to break up that pink and purpleness. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm doing all the pink first. So I did put pink on all the fingers except for the pinky. And I do the thumb because too much. It's hard. It's hard for me to like do the thumb. It's already kind of hard for me to work on a fake hand because it's not moving. Like, I have to use my fingers to move the fingers out the way. But yeah. Oh, I'm going in with the Vanessa color, which is a teal. My favorite color, by the way. I love teal. It was so funny. I was inspired by this set because I did it on my nails like last week, and I was planning on doing just some nude nails. I was so uninspired. I had a fall set. I tried to do a video, but it was a fail. I couldn't get the video together. I might try it again, but it was pink and brown with some brown those little leaves. It was like fall inspired, but then I was like, y'all, I live in Texas. It doesn't look fallish outside. It's hot, isn't it? It's not really fallish outside, so yeah. But I was gonna do nude nails, but I had to go to Michael's to get some stones. I just wanted clear stones. What am I doing? Oh, the glitter. I have this glitter that I got from Etsy. I don't remember the name of the shop, but I have a whole bunch of glitters from them, and I thought that one looked really cute with the set, so I used that. I like to do a glitter ombre, like from the bottom up. For me, I don't like it when colors show, like when you do an ombre with glitter. I don't like if you put the glitter down first and then you put the pink on top of it. I don't really like that look. That's just me. So I put the glitter on top of it, so I like blend it up. And okay, I was trying to remember what I was doing. So that is gel resin. That is basically all of the little bling glues that are out there. It's basically gel resin. And I'm going to put the little unicorn on there, and then that's like a piece of foil. I got it from like Amazon in a kit a long time ago. You can get like this, I think it's called Mylar type little things from like Hobby Lobby or Michael's, but I like this one better because it's thinner. On my finger, I could not find that. Of course, I found it after I did my nails, and it was too thick, the Mylar that I had. This one is really thin, so it kind of stays in place better. And you just crinkle it up. I cut out a little piece, crinkle it up, and then you glue it down. And this is after I'm done doing the, like, so I did a clear layer, and then I put the color, and then on top I'm gonna put another clear layer of acrylic. So does that make sense? Yeah. So before I put the clear layer, clear layer on top, I'm going to put what I'm gonna put down, which is the unicorn head on the pinky, which is so cute. I wish I had it on my pinky. I will say that purple looks a lot better. The purple I did on my nails, I had to mix it, which I do mix a lot, and that will save you a lot of money. Yeah. the actual colored acrylics I get they're usually not super expensive, or I just get clear and mix up stuff. And another tip for your gel resin, make sure the acrylic is dry, because, oh, and that little stick thingy I got from Hobby Lobby, and it's just like a chalk stick, and it helps you pick up stones and things like that. Oh, and I think I touched it, and it made it look a weird thing, so I just went over it with some monomer to smooth it back out. And then, oh, I was saying, make sure, sorry, make sure that your acrylic is dry before you go on with that brush, because I done messed up my brush because the acrylic wasn't like dry all the way, which is kind of hard when you use odorless monomer. You're gonna think it's not dry because it has a tacky layer, like a sticky layer, but if you tap it and it clicks, that means it's dry. It just has a layer on top, but it wasn't dry. And my brush on my gel resin got stuck. It reacts to it, and yeah, I tried getting it off with acetone, but it still didn't come off, so whatever. And me trying to stick the foil on the nail, so that nail that I put the foil on, I was struggling, but it came out fine in the end. But yeah, I would say kind of cut off to where the corners or the edges, the outline, I don't know, of the nail are kind of like free, because you want to make sure it's in there, encapsulated fully. If that makes any sense. You don't want it popping out. That happened to one of my nails, but the stuff I used was thicker, so it kind of didn't want to lay down. At least that foil is a lot thinner, so it laid down better. And me trying to cut it, and my scissors, whenever I soaked this hand before, I was using like my scissors to try and get off the tips that I had soaked off, because I didn't want to use my fingers, because my nails were cute. I didn't want to put them in acetone, but that's why my scissors are kind of messed up. But yeah, me just struggling, trying to cut off the excess. And the middle finger is going to be a little bit thicker. I'm going to put a little bit more clear on top of it, because that's going to be the one we're going to drill the unicorn, what do you call it? It's like a unicorn horn, the little design. Oh, and that's the little thing I got. That's what it's called, from Hobby Lobby. I hope you can't hear me. I'm like laying in bed, moving around, probably making weird noises. Probably need to be sitting in a chair doing this voiceover, but I'm not. I'm ready to finish it so I can get ready for bed, watch Heart of Dixie on Netflix. So yeah, we're gonna encapsulate now. So when you encapsulate, make sure that clear is covering everything. On my real nail, a piece of glitter popped off because it wasn't thick enough, so I had to go ahead and fix it. And I was like, in a rush doing my nails, so that probably was it too. But pick a day where you have time, especially when you're doing your own nails, doing your opposite hand. Take your time, especially if you're using odorless monomer. You have time. But I will say, this is a fake hand. This is Wanda. Just made that up. Wanda doesn't, she just has a hand. She doesn't have, blood pumping, all that stuff. So when you do it on your real fingers, it's gonna harden a lot faster because you have heat on your body. So like the part of the nail that's actually on the finger, the nail bed, it's gonna harden a lot quicker. So make sure you get that cuticle area first, and then bring it down. You could do the swipe motion. Some people pat it out. For me, if I pat it out, I have to let it sit there a minute or a few minutes because it's odorless, so it dries slower. And then I put a bead at the tip to make sure that tip is encapsulated. You don't want the glitter popping out when you're filing. And I was going to tell you something I forgot. Oh, look at the nail from the side and make sure it's thick enough. I don't like super thick nails, honestly. That's just me, especially these aren't that long. Well, on my hand, I think I'll show you my hand at some point. You don't want it to be, I mean, they're not that long, honestly. They're called short stiletto. They're not short, they're probably like medium length. I've had long nails before. I love long nails, and they're never like super thick. But however you like to do your nails, if you like them really thick, we'll do them thick. I just don't like super thick nails. Except the unicorn nail, you do want it to be a little bit thicker because it's going to be drilled into, and we're not drilling people's fingers off. So even if Wanda just has a hand, we're not going to drill her finger off. So if you don't have a drill, you probably can't. Well, no, I've seen people on YouTube use like the builder gel, and they just draw like a string, like a line for each little crevice, kind of. You can do that if you don't have a drill. I'm not. You can try that. I'm not good with nail art, really, or at all. And I feel like that's kind of artsy, drawing a straight line. I can't draw a straight line at all. Sorry. And I'm just encapsulating, putting the clear on top. And I will say, if you do make your nail thick, just don't make the cuticle thick. And I do go back in and file. I didn't show myself filing. I showed the unicorn nail, but I did not show the filing because it was a struggle trying to file and be in frame, and girl, no, it didn't work. But beginners, I think these tips are really good. There's a lot of tips out there though. I'm pretty good at just taking a square tip and shaping it, but when you first start, shaping is hard. So yeah, so shaping is difficult. So these tips are pretty good if you want stiletto, and I did stiletto because the unicorn nail, hello, the unicorn little horn is at a point, so that's why I had those. And it helps you a lot if you're not that good at shaping yet. Don't forget your primer and dehydrator. I have a dehydrator from Sally's. Actually, so when I first started getting serious about nails, I got the kit from Sally's. It has the Odorless Monomer. I actually got it at a discount because they put it in the wrong spot. It's supposed to be like $30, and I was like, but it's at $15 over there. So they gave me the price because they put it in the wrong spot, but it's like $30. And that liquid lasted me a while because I just started practicing on those little fingers, so I didn't use that much liquid. Those little fingers, you can get those at Sally's too, or beauty supply store, or online. It's like a funny looking finger. And the best advice I can give you when you start doing your own nails is don't start doing your own nails. Don't start doing your nails like you've never done it before, and like don't go in on your own nail unless, I mean, you can practice, like put like what do you call it, oil, like some cuticle oil on your nail so it'll pop right off, because it's probably not going to be that good, honestly, the first time. You have to get like a feel for it. So I would suggest getting those practice fingers, practice hands. Not even this practice hand, this one's kind of more, you know, expensive. First starting out, get those little fingers. They're like $1, $2 each. Practice on the little finger. Yeah, and do that. And the second most important thing in starting your own nails, do not, are you listening? Girl, listen. Don't get that kiss set. How many of y'all at home right now got that kiss set? The Kiss brand set? Don't get it. Don't get it. Even the Sally set, with that, still get a good brush, because they never give you a good brush. And then, like years ago, like I used to always do like my own little, like, I don't want to say designs, but like my own little, I don't know, like polishes and stuff. I would just go to the shop to get the acrylic done, like clear acrylic, go home, do my own little polish thing, because I got traumatized once. Paid all this money for a design, it looked terrible. So, yeah. So I've been polishing my nails for a long time, but only acrylic for about a year now. And I don't do polygel because that actually drove me to do acrylic. I tried doing a polygel, it just lifted on me. And I'm not prone to lifting at all. So, it didn't work for me. A lot of people use it. They say it lasts, just as long. But for me, it lifted no matter what I did. So, I don't do polygel. I love acrylic. And I know it's something about doing nails, my little fake hands, that calms me. It's like my little hobby now. And I like it. It's very fun. You get to come up with all these different designs like this. I came up with this out of whim. Like when I did my own nails like this, like I was like, I got those stones. Did I finish telling y'all? I'd be all over the place, but I was gonna get some clear stones from Michael's. I don't think I finished the story. Y'all can tell how all over the place my brain usually is. But I was gonna get some clear stones because I wanted to do some nude nails, but it was buy one get one half off at Michael's. I don't know if it's still going on, but they always have a coupon. But it was buy one get one half off, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna get another one for half off. I always use stones, the Swarovski stones in the little section. So I got my clear stones, and then I'm looking, like, man, I don't know what I want. I found these stones that were like this purpley color, and then some were like this blue type color. So I was like, I think I'm gonna do purple and pink or something like that. So once I laid out all the powders, I was like, unicorn. So that's where this came from, but it came literally, I just put it together. So get inspired by different things. I like looking at pictures for sure, but I kind of make it my own, you know what I mean? I try not to go exactly off of the picture. And my favorite people to watch on the YouTube is Lively Mimi. I love her nails and long hair, pretty nails. But she's really good at nail art, and I'm not. Maybe it'll change in the future, but little things like this little unicorn head, perfect for me. I use stickers and glitters. That's what I do. I can't even draw a straight line, so. Oh, I'm still encapsulating. Get that encapsulation, girl. And then when you do your nails, make sure your nail is pointed down so you don't flood the cuticle, which is when all the acrylic spreads into your cuticle area. You'll know what I mean when you do it. But yeah, for real, don't get the kiss set. Do not. Oh, and that's the drill I used for. I got that off Amazon. I got a lot of stuff off Amazon. But you want something with a sharp point. You could tell I've been filing because all the dust on my arm there. Yeah, I'm gonna try and show you. I hope I stayed in frame. It didn't turn out that great, but you can always fix stuff. My nails are never perfect. There's ways to fix things. Stones, glitters. That one, it didn't look that great, but it didn't look bad. I mean, once I finished, because I put I didn't put stones on that one. I put this powder on there. But basically, you can like use a pen or something, I don't know, or like a Sharpie or something and draw the lines. But I just went in, as usual. And I already filed and did around the cuticle area. You do want to file around the cuticle area. That helps with lifting as well. I did not show myself that because I cannot stay in frame. But if you don't have eval, again, do not use things for the first time on yourself. Don't do it. Practice on a little hand, a little finger. Do not practice for the first time. You will cut your finger up. It's not funny. Don't cut up your finger. Okay. I hope I'm talking loud enough for this thing. I don't usually talk too loud, but I don't know. But yeah, I'm just, am I in frame? I hope you can see what I'm doing. But yeah, just file in a line. And also with those drills, it'll get hot. It'll burn you. Don't leave it in the same spot for like ever. Keep that thing moving. Like when you're trying to do the lines, you could like, how do I say it? Like put it, pick it up. Put it, pick it up. What am I trying to say? But like, because you might not get a straight line, especially mine. It looks like it's at a 5. It might need to go faster, but if you're not, if you don't know exactly where you're going with it, with your lines. Yeah, see, I think I put it up some more. No, I just turned it off. I don't know. But if it's faster, it'll go through easier. But it was only like at 5. And then you buff. After all it's done, you buff it because the files and things leave scratches on the nail. So you do want to buff. Another trick I like to do, I don't think I did it here, but you just put a lint-free wipe. I don't have any lint-free wipes, so I have these little alcohol pads. I just use that. But if you use acetone, I think I learned that from Nails. I love her channel too. You can never recreate anything she did, y'all. Kirsty Meakin from Nails, y'all. She is the real one. She can do anything with nails, and I cannot. It's great to watch, but I can't do it. But yeah, buff the nail to get it smooth, and then I could use acetone just to smooth it out, especially if you're doing matte. If you're using the matte top coat, it'll show every little thing. So if you use, just go over it real quick with some acetone on a lint-free wipe, which I ain't got. I saw that Nail Supply Glamour restocked theirs, but I'm trying to, you know, we gotta pay for shipping. I be trying to make an order, you know, worth it. But yeah, so buff it. I think that was me getting my wipe out, my alcohol wipe. Yep. And I'm just trying to get rid of the dust. This is when you would wash your hand, but my lazy self was like, not right now. So just get rid of the dust, and make sure you get rid of all that dust because it'll get into your nail. That's how my thumb is right now. I couldn't be bothered to redo it. Like if there's dust somewhere and you put that top coat on there, it'll like drag it into your nail, if that makes sense. So make sure you get rid of all the dust. Wash your hands. And what was I doing there? Oh, so I'm gonna put this stuff on the well, not the stuff, obviously that's just top coat I got from iGel Beauty. That's a good affordable line, but their shipping was like $12, so make sure you're getting enough to make it worth it. But that's just the shiny top coat. I was talking about matte, but these are gonna be shiny. But yeah, and when you put it, make sure you put it I should say, let me sound more articulate. Apply. Make sure you apply it more like into the grooves. And my grooves got kind of jacked up, but you know what, it looks good at the end because that powder kind of, I'm gonna show you the powder I use. It kind of makes it I don't know, it just distracts the eye. If that makes any sense. You just have to learn how to distract the eye when you miss it. I did miss it, but I was gonna go back in, but I was like, I don't feel like it, so I didn't. And that's my nail lamp. I love this one. I had another one before for the longest time, and I mean, this is gonna sound so petty. It took 2 minutes to cure. Sometimes more. And you're like, 2 minutes, but that's a lot. Like, think about it. Like, there I have to put the nail in, right? Just that first nail. I didn't do the other ones yet. I'm just doing that one for like 30 seconds. And it cures in 30 seconds. The other one, 2 minutes. Take it out, put on whatever, then do top coat on the other ones. In there, 2 minutes or 3 minutes. And like, those minutes add up. Especially when you're at the end of your nails, girl, you be ready to be done. So I love this one. I got it off Amazon, and it's 120 watts. The other one was, oh, that's the stuff I'm using. Some powders. So like I said, I mix my acrylics a lot of the time, and I'm always looking for pigments. So pigment is what makes basically what colors the acrylic. Acrylic is clear. It's the clear stiff. Colored acrylic has pigment in it. So I got this pigment. Well, actually it came with a whole bunch, but these are like one of the iridescent ones. And it's in violet. It comes with a lot of different ones, but I got it off Amazon. And I just kind of put it on top, kind of like, you know, those chrome powders, but I just put it on there, and it's more iridescent looking. And I thought it would look good with the unicorn theme going on. And you can see my nails there. I took off my gloves because I just did. I usually just have my gloves on when I'm practicing because I don't want to mess up my nails. And then just rub it on there, pretty much. Make sure it's all up in there, in the grooves for sure. And that's a little makeup sponge. You could use like an eyeshadow, those little spongy eyeshadow things, but I like the makeup sponge better. And that's how it looks when you rub it on there. And you do have to top coat it as well. And if you don't have a lamp, or if you don't have like a lamp or gel polish, just use like regular clear polish. You just have to let it dry, but you don't need to have gel polish. It does speed things up. It makes it a lot quicker. Trust me, when you first start doing your nails, you'll see it can take a long time, especially when you're trying to get it right. So, yeah. And then I'm top coating the rest of them, as well as that one with the powder. You do have to top coat that powder, or else it's just gonna go away. It's gonna wash off when you wash your hands. So putting the top coat, that's the same one, the iGel Beauty No Cleanse. Oh, and get No Cleanse, because the other ones you have to wipe off with, like, I think Sally's. I went to Sally's before because I didn't want to, I don't live next to like a nail supply store, so Sally's is what it is. But their gel polishes, they leave a sticky layer, and I don't like dealing with that. Get a No Cleanse. That means you don't have to wipe it off. It's nice and smooth right out of the lamp. It depends on your lamp how long. This one cures in 30 seconds, but when I'm done, I put like 60 seconds just to be sure, but it cures. And then don't put your polish bottle next to the light, which this one I have to worry about, but the other one was like on 2 legs, so the light traveled everywhere, and I just had to move everything out the way. But this one, it's all pretty concealed. It's like a dome, and then it has a bottom that detaches. I really like this one, and I don't think it was that much, maybe $20, maybe 30. It depends, but you know, everybody dragging up their prices for nails because they know we're doing our nails at home, but that's okay. That's okay. Because like a nail file, like the e-file, I remember my first one. Do I still have it? I think it went haywire, but it was just that little pink one, like you probably see everywhere. It's just, it doesn't have the battery pack, it's just by itself. That thing, when I bought it years ago, it was literally like $8 on eBay. Now, oh, we're about to bling. I'm using that same gel glue, gel resin. But yeah, now I've seen it for like $30 for that thing. Oh, and I was looking at my nails. That's how my nails are, and I'm trying to remember how I put my stones on. But yeah, the little pink type stone and the ones in the middle, basically, those are what inspired this whole nail look. So I'm gonna glue it on with the stuff, the gel resin, and like I told you, the brush is messed up because the acrylic was not dry. So, and I do like Zule's glue, but my raggedy self didn't. Okay, so these things, I like this one I have, the gel resin, because it's a glass bottle, so it's not gonna get stuck as bad as a plastic bottle. Like Zule glue, it's in a plastic bottle, and close it all the way, it's stuck. You're using your teeth to try and pry it open. And then I saw they were like, oh, don't close it all the way. My raggedy self didn't close it enough, so it dried all the way out. So I just don't want to buy it again because I don't want it to happen again. I just got one that's in a glass bottle, and then store it upright, of course. Don't store it sideways. Put it somewhere you can sit it down. And that one, I close it almost all the way. And that's my little stick that kept, it's like a chalk stick, so if it stops sticking, you have to like kind of draw with it, like wipe it on something to reveal the new chalk. Oh, and those stones, the stones on my fingers are some opals from Swarovski from Hobby Lobby. But on little Wanda here, she ain't going nowhere. I'm not using my Swarovski. Well, I used the colorful ones that I liked, but she ain't getting my opals. Okay, sorry, Wanda. She's getting these stones I got from AliExpress. That's also a good alternative, but it does take a while. I got comfortable with AliExpress. Too comfortable. I ordered a lot of stuff. I ordered some leaves. Those came pretty quick. So I ordered some stuff, right? It came in like 2 weeks. I'm like, okay, let me make another order. Everything's like $1, $2. My raggedy self, y'all. I'm raggedy. I'm just all raggedy. I ordered Halloween stuff. This was in September, by the way, like September 1st. I ordered Halloween stuff. I don't even remember what all I ordered. I think some more leaves, but I still ain't got it. Halloween then came, went. We getting ready for Thanksgiving. And I guess when they do make it, I'll have something for next year, girl. I don't know. And I'm just trying to position the stones. There are little gels and I have them. It's basically like builder gels. You can put the gel on and then put the stones and then cure it, but that used to work for me, but for some reason nowadays, maybe it's because I wear more bling and there's bigger pieces. I don't know, but it don't stay. They pop off. So this is the easiest way for me, and it does stay no matter what, unless the stone itself isn't good. Like, you know, the stone comes off of the back. Like, the backing is still on your finger, but the stone pops off, you know what I'm saying? But just like coming off, like when you're doing whatever, it doesn't do that. Especially with my hurry up spray, which I'll show you in a second. They sell that at, oh, there it is right there. Right on time, girl. Okay. Yeah, but they sell that at Sally's. And there's the end of the look. Bye.